any individual. Okay, so basically plant, this also have the life. We will also discuss the first chapter, that is the living world. So then that time we will see the characteristics of the characteristics of the living beings. So growth, reproduction, and metabolism and consciousness, they have different things. Okay, so these things, these individuals which show the which generally show this property, that is called the living beings, living things. Okay, so biology term was given by the Lamarck and Treviranus. And then this who is the father of biology? Anybody, do you know who is?
Aristotle.
Good.
Aristotle.
So Aristotle considered as a father of biology, and Aristotle also known as father of zoology. Clear? So Aristotle also considered as a father of zoology. So zoology and biology, both father considered as a Aristotle. Clear? Another one, because in the biology they have the two different branches. If you see the biology, so biology have how many branches? Basically, at your level, in up to the yes, you are +1 standard. So in your level you will get the two portion. One is the botany, another one is the zoology. So first is the botany and another is the zoology. Clear? So one is the botany, another is the zoology. So now you can see in case of the botany, who is the father of botany? Do you know the name? Theo
No, sir.
Theophrastus. Okay, so father of botany considered as a Theophrastus, and father of zoology. So that means biology. If you see, so biology father, here biology father, and here in case of the zoology father. Clear? So zoology father, both are considered as a Aristotle. Clear? So I told only 2 to 3 points biology terms given by the Lamarck and Treviranus. Then biology means, this derived from the Latin words, bio means life, logos means study. So biology is the branch of science. That means you can say it is the branch of life science, not science. Okay, so in which we deals about the study of individuals, their metabolism, their growth, reproduction, consciousness. Okay, so then this biology at your level, they have the only two portion, botany and zoology. If you'll go more than graduation and PG and other, so then you will get the different science, different branch of this biology, cell biology, human genetics, and molecular biology. So these things we have. उसमें biology. So if you'll see, so these things they have given about the that means botany and zoology. Clear? So zoology, Theophrastus, and botany, Theophrastus, and zoology, Aristotle. Clear? So this is the basic things you should to know. I'm also expecting, you know, because you will become doctor and everything. So that means basic portion of the biology you should to know. Okay. So this is the basic things. And before I'm going to discuss these things, just one thing you can also see. Wait one second. Uh, okay, clear. So everything is clear now. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Everyone saying okay. Yes, clear. So this is the basics things of the biology. They have the two branch, botany and zoology. And botany I will teach, and zoology there is another teacher also teaching. Clear. Now you can see that is the morphology of stem. So we are going to start. Are you seeing this thing?
Yes,
Morphology
sir.
of stem.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So morphology of stem. This is the portion which today I will discuss about this. Before they have also given in your syllabus root and leaf and because we are also discussing about the morphology of plants. So there is the three things. What morphology means? External appearance. Clear? So external appearance like your morphology, face, color, and gesture, posture, symmetry. Clear? So you will also you have already studied the in case of zoology, body symmetry, and then external appearance, habitat, other things. Okay, so here in case of the plants, so in morphology what we will see, we will study about the stem. So you can say we will study about the stem. Okay, stem, and then they have also given about the under just wait. Okay, wait once again, this is the much portion. Wait one second. Yes, so it will start from here, morphology of the stem. So clear, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so morphology. So this is the first class, so I'm also interacting slowly, and like you can say, this is the demonstration type, but it is going on fine. Okay, so I'm also trying to use the highlighter, but here I'm unable to use. Clear? So okay, just wait. Mm, one second. Wait one second. Mm, wait. Okay, clear. So today, what I got scheduled for morphology of stem. Stem, that is the characteristics of the stem. You can see. Wait one second. So characteristics of the stem. You can see that is the characteristics of stem. Can you tell a little bit about that? Just try to understand what I'm saying. The stem. Basic things. If you see the stem, so stem is the external. That means just wait one second. I'm using these things. I'm understanding. So this is not good. Only presentation. This is presentation, but I can't highlight because I am trying to use. But here, uh, highlighter is not supporting. Okay, in only the white webboard it is supporting. Clear? So characteristics of a stem. We will just discuss little bit. Characteristics of a stem. Here they have given. The aerial part of the plant body is collectively described as a shoot system. Okay, so here aerial part. Okay, so stem, that this stem is the, they are saying the aerial part. Okay, you have to see root is the generally found inside the ground. Clear? Sometimes there is the modification, we are not going to discuss the modification. Okay, but mostly roots generally the, it show the positively geotropism. Okay, so it what is generally show, it show the positive geotropism. There is the two things geotropism, one is the positive geotropism, another is the negative geotropism. Okay, so in case of the stem, we are not using the highlighter and other thing, so that means I am understanding you are not properly interact with me. Okay, just I am giving the lecture, you are listening. Okay, but I will also adjust how I can use, I will check how I can use highlighter to understand, I can draw the figure and other things. Okay, I will try to do. Clear? So just you should to understand here. So the aerial part of the plant body is collectively described as a shoot system. Okay, and I told one is the positively geotropism and another is the negatively. So this stem is the always negative geotropism. Okay, why negative geotropism? Geotropism is the movement of, tropic means movement and geo means gravity. So any things. Okay, if we will talk about the leaf, stem and root, so those part of the plants which move towards the gravity, that is called the positive geotropism, and those parts of the plants which move against or opposite of the gravity, that is called negative geotropism. Okay, so in case of stem, you can say, so it will be the positive geotropism or negative geotropism. So stem always considered as a negative geotropism. Is it clear? It show the negative geotropism. Now fine, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay, just trying to, yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so if you'll tell, so that means I will think I'm interacting with you, you are also listening. If I will not interact with, just I'm giving the lecture, you are someone is listening, someone are doing other thing. Okay, so just interact properly. Clear? The aerial part of the
Sir,
okay, someone saying something.
negatively hydrotropic means?
Yeah, I will discuss later, but you got that word which I told to you, positively positively geotropism, negative geotropism. So stem generally show the negative geotropism. Clear? Negative geotropism, and it generally root generally show the positive geotropism. Clear? So you can see This is the main axis of the shoot system is called the stem. That means main axis of the shoot it is also called the stem. And if you have to see in case of the shoot, just one thing also, do you know the shoot also perform the respiration? Can you tell shoot perform the respiration? Shoot
Yes,
also,
sir.
yeah, so with the help of trichome. Okay, do you know trichome, which with the help of they can perform the respiration? Clear? Stem can be defined as the ascending part of the plant axis which develops from the plumule. Okay, so third statement you can say it is saying the development of the root as well as shoot. Clear? So during the developments, cotyledons you have to see in case of the monocot and dicot, they have the different reason. If you'll see the seed of the monocot, so coleoptile, coelorhiza, okay. But in case of the dicot, so they have the radicle and plumule. Clear? So radicle generally forms the root and plumule always forms the shoot. That means you have to see epicotyl, hypocotyl. Clear? So in case of that, so plumule, from the plumule is the site or place in case of the seed during the germination seed where the formation of stem takes place. Clear? And it is the ascending part. It is the ascending part of the plant axis. Means it grows upwards. It generally grows upwards. Clear? And it generally derives from the plumule. It is usually negative hydrotropic, negatively geotropic, and positively phototropic. Clear? Negatively hydrotropic means because root generally search the water, and you know, so there is the root hairs which generally absorbs the water. And in case of the stem, so there is also need of the water, but it generally provided by the root. Clear? So that's why there is no need of the search of that means water. So it's generally negative. Negative means opposite of the height. Same thing. Geotropism, geo means gravity, tropic means movement. You will also study in plant physiology tropic. Okay, so tropic movement, nastic movement, and thigmostatic. So they have given the different types of the movements. That time that these things we will discuss in the plant physiology. Clear? So tropic stands for the movement, and hydrotropic, hydro means water, so negative means opposite, so it will not move towards the water. Clear? That this plants generally not grows towards the water. If suppose that you have supplanted or planted the plant. Clear? So then it stem generally grows upwards. It will not move towards the water or other places, okay, where water, because this is the aerial hanging portion. Clear? So sometimes they can also get absorbed little bit water, they can also absorb from the environment. Clear? So negatively hydrotropic, negatively geotropic, which I told to you, and positively phototropic. Same thing. Photo means light, tropic means movement, and
Light.
towards the light, because you know this stem sometimes because some parts of the stem it can be green. If it will be green, so then it can be also perform the photosynthesis. Clear? So it is the positively phototropic, means it generally grows towards the light. It bears a terminal buds and axillary buds in the axil of leaves for the growth. Clear? So just wait 1 second. uh, do you know what is the axillary buds and terminal buds? Just wait 1 second. I will also write so then you can understand. Uh, okay. Wait 1 second. Clear? If you see these things, what they have given, suppose that this is the plant. Okay, this is the plant, and here this is the leaf. This is the leaf. Clear? This is the plant and this is the leaf. So I am saying the two types of the birds. One is the axillary birds, one is the axillary, and another is the terminal. Clear? One is the axillary and another is the terminal birds. Okay, so terminal means at the apex. If you have to see that you can see this is the flower. If you see here, just wait, this is the flower, this is the portion. Okay, so this is the terminal, this is called the terminal, and this is the axillary. Axillary means if you'll see the axis and the leaf from where arise in between. Suppose that this is the axis, here I am drawing, this is the axis. Okay, this is the axis, and in the axis there is the leaf, there is the leaf formation. So this portion is known as the axillary bud. Axillary bud means it generally derived from the axis between leaf and stem. Clear? Axis between leaf and stem. So that means if I have drawn here, suppose that uh, just wait. Here I am drawing. Wait one second. Here I am drawing. So this is the leaf. Okay, this is the leaf, and there one thing I'm going to ask with you. So where auxiliary bud will arise? So auxiliary bud will arise here. You can see here.
Axis.
Yeah, axis means in between. You can see here, this is the small bud like structure. This is called the axillary bud. Clear? This is called the axillary bud. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
This is the auxiliary bud. Okay, and terminal bud means that is apex. That is apex.
Apex.
Sometimes so sometimes they will form the flower, or sometimes terminate with the leaves. We will also discuss the different types of the inflorescence: racemose, cymose, and special type. Clear? So we will talk these things later. Clear? So auxiliary bud, and this is the terminal bud. Now clear? So you can
Yes,
see
sir.
here. So what is saying? It bears a terminal bud and axillary buds in the axis of leaf for growth. Okay. It is differentiated into nodes and internodes. This is the very important thing. Okay. What is the nodes and internodes? You have to see in case of the root. Root never bears. They can also ask in your exams what is the characteristics of the root. Okay. So root never bears the nodes and internodes, while stem always bears the nodes and internodes. Clear? So nodes, you know very well, that place from where the leaf bud or branching generally takes place. Clear? So nodes and internodes. At the nodes it produces, they have been at the nodes it produces the dissimilar organs such as leaves and flower, and similar organs such as branches exogenously. I told to you, nodes, it is the site from where dissimilar organ. Dissimilar means like leaf, flower, and similar organ branches. Okay, branches is branching. Similar and dissimilar, why they are saying that similar and dissimilar? So similar means branching, if they have the same branching, because branching is the same branch, they are arrived from the same stem, so it will be the same branch. A dissimilar structure means leaf, flower. So flower and leaf both are the not similar to each other, that's why it is saying the dissimilar. And exogenously originate from the outer tissue. This is the exogenously and endogenously. Endogenously means inside, they you have to see from the inside, but inside they have the some dead cell, like xylem, phloem. These are the conductive tissue. Clear? The young
Yes, sir.
stem, yeah, the young stem is green and it is capable performing the photosynthesis. I told to you, if the stem will be green, so it can be able to perform the photosynthesis. Okay. Next is the morphology and function of stem. So same thing also here, they have given the little bit describe in the shoot system, aerial part of the plant. So shoot system, it's considered as a aerial part of the plant, and it is ascending part. I told it just grows upwards, move upward. They have been developed from the plumule, I have discussed. Divides, divided means it bears the nodes and internodes. Here you can say this is the nodes, you will see, and in between this is the internodes, the distance between two nodes, that is called the here internodes. Clear? Next, it is positively phototropic, move towards the light. Negatively geotropism, and hydrotropic. Hydrotropic moves away from the soil and water. I told to you why. Can you tell why it show the negative hydrotropism? Can you tell?
Sir, it did not observe, it did
Yeah,
not search the water.
yes.
So,
Yeah, correct, correct. Everyone, you are saying correct, because there is no role of the absorption of water. Absorption of water performed by the root hairs and bears by the root. Root generally absorbs the water and minerals, and it provides reach into the conductive tissue, xylem and phloem, by which transport throughout the plant. Clear?
yes,
So
sir.
basically xylem considered as a water conductive tissue. Clear? So that means this is the negative hydrotroping from soil water. Stem, they have given the though part of the plant that supports the leaves and fruit or flower. So simply stem is the part of plants which supports or the which bears the leaf, fruit, flower. Clear? Same thing also here they have given the leaf, petiole. Leaf, leaf, there is the simple, compound, then incompound, alternate, decussate. Okay, different things we will discuss later. Clear? Petiole. Petiole is the base of leaf. You can see this is the base of leaf by which attached with the stem. And the petiole, this is generally made up of the collenchyma cells. Clear? Collenchyma cells tissue you have to already state meristem, meristematic, apical meristem, intercalary meristem, lateral meristem. Okay. Then parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, that is complex tissue. Okay. So these things they have given. So here petiole is the leaf base. If you see the leaf base by which they attach to the stem. Okay. And what is the function of petiole? It provide the attachment. First thing. Second, it you can say it can be bent and with the air, if suppose that air is highly storm or wind blowing is very fast, so that time petiole protect, and this petiole is made up of the collenchyma cells. Clear? Okay, next one.
Yes, sir.
Morphology of the stem. So another one they have given the birds. So birds is the two different types which generally forms here on the stem. So one is the vegetative birds, another is the floral birds. Clear? Vegetative, the birds which develops into the branches are called vegetative birds. You have to see in vegetative birds. Vegetative means simply vegetative growth and reproductive growth. So vegetative means where is the that means they have only the external function. Okay, leaf perform the photosynthesis. Leaf never involves in the reproduction phenomenon. It involves only the external performance, external function like photosynthesis, and this is the base function. And you can also protect sometimes leaf, there is the modification which protect to the plant. So basic function perform the photosynthesis. So you can see vegetative buds, they have apical buds located in the apex of the stem. You can see this is the apical or terminal buds. Are you seeing this figure? They have given apical or
Yes, sir.
terminal bud. Okay. Then axillary buds, I told this thing, terminal buds, axillary buds, I discussed. Clear? So you can see
Yes,
this is
sir.
arrived from the axis of the stem and the side from where the leaf arises. Okay. Now, located in the axillary of leaf. Next is the accessory buds. Accessory bud located on the sides of the above the axillary bud. So you can say they have given the axillary buds. So this is the axillary buds or lateral buds and located on the sides of above the axillary buds. So here this is the axillary buds, and sometimes they have given here. This is the accessory buds. Okay. Adventitious buds that means located at the area other than nodes that you have to see. This is the nodes. Okay, so nodes, and in between this is the space that is called internodes. Clear? So those buds which is arrives rather than, okay, or other than nodes, that is called, sometimes it can be rise in the internode position, that you can say adventitious bud. Clear? So adventitious buds, it generally what is the characteristics of the adventitious bird? So simply it will never arise from the nodes. Clear? Is it clear? Adventitious bird,
Yes, sir.
accessory birds, auxiliary birds, apical birds. Apical birds at the terminal or apex, auxiliary birds between the stem axis and leaf. Clear? So leaf petiole. Okay, so that is called auxiliary birds. Then accessory birds located on the sides or above. Sides means that it may be here or there. Clear? So located on the sides or above the auxiliary birds. So this is the auxiliary birds. It can be grow here. We are unable to highlight. I will check how we can do this thing. Okay, in the next class I will try. Clear? So then because I am using the zoom app, so zoom app they have given everything, but here there is no option to annotate, means we can't use highlighter. Clear? So then adventitious but located at the area other than nodes. If they will ask about the adventitious birds, it will never arise from the node, because you are seeing auxiliary birds, it only arise from the nodes. Okay, and apical or terminal birds, it terminates when the plant stem terminates, so they bears the apical or terminal bud. Next, Birds young shoot containing young leaves. The same thing also here they have given. Are you seeing this figure? You can see this is the apical terminal bud, axillary bud, axil leaves, petiole. Accessory buds are extra buds. You can see these things. This is the access. If you are seeing this figure, so accessory buds are extra buds. This is the accessory buds. Adventitious buds. This is the generally from the above or side of the axillary leaves. Clear? Then floral buds, buds developing in the flowers. That means reproductive buds are floral buds. Same thing also here they again. Next is the morphology of stem. We are also studying the morphology of stem, but now we are going to discuss about the function of stem. The primary function of stem are to produce and support the lateral appendages. Lateral appendages like leaves, flower, and fruit. This is the basic and most important function which performed by the stem. Clear? So the primary function stem such as produce and support lateral appendages, branches, that branching, leaves, flower, and fruits, and conduction of water and minerals to different part of the shoots and transport food to all plant parts. Clear? This is the basic function. Now, stem may however get modified to perform the additional or functions such as storage of food water, proliferation and propagation, procuring support for climbing, perination, that is tide over unfavorable condition. Perination means that is protection. You can say here saying tide over unfavorable condition. Simply you can say protection. And synthesis of food, photosynthesis. I told this is the modification. I had already discussed. So these never, that means these green parts of the stem, it can perform the photosynthesis, but basic function of the photosynthesis is not performed by. You can say what is the basic function here they have given. They bears the lateral appendages like branch, leaves, flower, and fruits, and another conduction of the water minerals and transport of the food material. This is the basic function. Modified function sometimes it can be stored as a food and water, sometimes involves in the reproduction, that means clonal propagation. Okay, clear? So it also involves in the clonal propagation, or they have given the micro propagation, different methods of the propagation. Procuring the support for climbing. Okay, so there is the modification. Epiphytic you have to see in case of the archid. Okay, epiphytic climbing. Clear? Then perination, that means tide over the unfavorable condition. You have to already studied in case of the spore. Okay, so do you know what is the spore? In case of the bacteria you already studied. Some fungus also form the spore. What is the spore? Anybody, do you know spore? Anyone? Are you listening, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is the
Yes,
spore?
sir.
Can you tell? Spore. Do you know? If you don't know, so that is no issue. I will tell. Okay. So just listen. A spore generally forms by the this bacteria or sometimes fungus. Clear? And lower plants also form. So this spore is the resistant when the unfavorable condition will come. So that time this get modified. They encloses the cavity, 2 to 3 different layer outside. Okay, by which they can protect to yourself from their external environments. If suppose that there is the hard condition, means drastic condition came, excessive temperature, excessive moist, or any drastic condition will come, so that time bacteria and lower plants, they are able to form the spore, and spore is the resist to individuals from their external environments. Okay, you will also study in the 12th standard. That means I am for this salus. I am forgetting the name. Okay, so they also found the spore, and sometimes you have to see conidiospore. Okay, some motile, some spore may be motile, some are non-motile. Clear? So these things they have. So spore, why we are discussing about the spore? Because here they will the perination. So tide over the unfavorable condition means this, you can correlate spore and perination. They little bit similar but not actual. If you'll see their structure, so there is the much difference between them, but the basic function performed by the both perination to tide over the unfavorable condition, and spore, they start to secrete the extra 2 to 3 different layer by which they can protect to yourself during the drastic condition. Clear? And another modified function, synthesis of the food, that means photosynthesis. Now the basic function, same thing here. They have given the give support to plant body, conductor water minerals, food transport, can also store food, proliferation and propagation. This is the accessory function. Produce support for climbing, offer protection, that is the spines. Okay, spines means you can say that is the thorn. Now this is the modification of stem, very important. Modification of stem. So there is the three different types: underground, subaerial, aerial. Clear? So underground, rhizome, tuber, corm, bulb. These are the example of the, this is not why we are discussing here. This is the modification of stem. This is the not basic function. This can be modified. These are doing the different function. Basic function we have to see, the basic function transport of the water minerals, and bearing of the lateral appendages like leaves, flower, and stem, that means branches. Clear? So leaf, flower, and branches. Underground, you can say they have given the rhizome, then tuber, then corm, then bulb, and subaerial modification, runner, stolon, offset, sucker, and aerial modification, tendril, thor, phyloclad, cladode, bulbil. Okay. In this year, I think a modification question they didn't ask. Uh, okay. So in this year, NEET question, NEET was very easy, but not very easy. Here some students, I saw the results, so they got 7 or 720 out of 720. Okay, so that means very you can say from according to result. So we can say it was very easy. Clear? Now next you can see this is the modification of stem. They have given the what I told. There is the three different types of the modification: underground modification, sub-aerial modification,
Subaerial,
and
aerial.
aerial modification. Clear? So there is the three things they have given. First is the underground, sub-aerial, aerial. In underground, you can say they have given the tuber. There is the four different example: tuber, bulb, rhizome, and the corm. Clear? So example, you can see this is the tuber. And what is the basic function? If you see their basic function, they will store the food material. Okay, they will store the food material. So tuber, here tuber, you have saw that potato. What you say in Tamil, I don't know, but here potato, that this potato tuber. Clear? So shoot, stem, and root. If you see, this is the underground modification of stem. So don't get confused. Students got confused. This is the they are understanding. This is the root, but this is not root. This is the underground modification of stem. Another one is the bulb. Bulb, that is the onion. Okay. So they have given the onion, and these are the axillary buds, then apex, then fleshy scale leaves, and here this base of escape. This is the example. You can say this is the example. Just try to this is the figure which try to image this image inside your mind. Okay, if they will ask in your exam or in your board exam, so then you can click your brain and you can get your image from that CPU. Okay, that brain. Clear? Another one is the rhizome. So this is also underground modification, and here they have given the core. So these are the example. Second one is the subaerial. In the subaerial, I told, which we are seeing here the figure. Runner. This is the runner. They have given, then stolon, then sucker, and offset. Clear? So these are the modification, subaerial modification. Next one is the aerial modification, stem tendril. That is the this generally found those plants which is the very weak, where the stem is very weak, and for the climbing purposes, for the hanging purposes, these are the stem tendril. Okay, then phylocade, and then bulbils, then thorn, and phylocladode. Clear? So these are the example of the aerial modification. Now you can see total inside this underground modification: rhizome, corn, bulb, tuber. Clear? So everyone should learn it. Who is have on your mic? just okay. So you can see underground modification of stem.
Students, don't
Okay.
disturb.
So underground modification of stem. So they have given the rhizome, corm, and the bulb and tuber. These are the modification. Then another one is the phylloclades and then cladodes. Just wait. Cladodes, and then here they have given about the thorn and one more also. Then this is thus aerial modification. Then sub-aerial, runner, stolen, sucker, and offset. So these are the example which we have already seen. Now we are going to discuss why they have performing the modification. And underground modification you have to see like corm, tuber, bulb. Okay, so in many underground modification, in many herbaceous plant, steps develops below the soil, and it is called the underground stem. Clear? Herbaceous plant, you know, that means herb, shrub, tree. There is the different category. Okay, herb, shrub, tree, then large tree. Okay, so here saying in many herbaceous plant, steps develops below the soil. This stem undergrow inside the soil, and it is called the underground stem. Such stem remain dormant during the unfavorable condition and gives of aerial shoot under the favorable condition. Clear? So it is saying the remains during unfavorable condition. Dormant means it will not dormant. You have to see dormancy in the seed. Dormancy in seed means when the seed harvested, put inside anywhere, it will never grow. You have to put already seed grain like wheat, rice, but inside your wheat is so costly, and I didn't see they have wheat also. So rice, major food. Clear? So these seed, if it puts, it will never grow up to until unless it will not get the proper moisture, proper oxygen. Okay, so after, if they will get these things, and so for the anchorage soil, so they will start to grow. Clear? So in these phases or this period is considered as a dormancy. Okay, so dormant stage. And we will also see during the plant physiology which hormone involves the finish the dormancy of seed, or which promote the dormancy of seed. We will discuss this. So such a stem remains dormant during unfavorable condition and gives off aerial shoot under favorable condition. Clear? It is saying stem remains the dormant during unfavorable condition. When it will get, I told about the seed concept, same thing also here happen. Clear? So such a stem remains dormant during an unfavorable condition and give off, means that arise, give off aerial shoot under the favorable condition. These underground stem often store food and become fleshy. I told why this perform the modification for the storage of food. Okay, so they have been store food and fleshy. Fleshy, that means if they will store food, their size will increase. Clear? Underground stem perform three functions. First is the storage of food. Another one is the perennation, that I told, protection, that means tied over. Okay, so it protects from the external environment. And vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation, this is a type of reproduction, but it will not you can say if they will ask in your exam, so you have to study three different types: vegetative, asexual, and sexual reproduction. Clear? So vegetative may be bird or clone type. So these are good. They can be differentiated from roots by stem-like internal structure, exogenous branching, presence of the node and internode. This is the characteristics by which you can differentiate between the uh, root and stem. I told to you, you have to see in case of the root, so they never bear, it never bears the stem. Sorry, in case of the root, it never bears the nodes and internode. But here, in case of the stem, it bears the presence of node and internodes. And exogenous branching, you have to see in outer tissue. Outer tissue, which involves is the formation of branch, that is called exogenous branching. Stem like internal structure, that is the another property. Stem property, we will also see the anatomy by which you can differentiate stem, root, and leaf anatomy. They have given in your book. So monocot, dicot leaf, then stem also monocot, dicot, and about the root, monocot, dicot root. We will see the internal anatomy, internal structure, that is the anatomy. Clear? So then occurrence of the foliage leaves of scaly leaves and the nodes with the axillary buds. They also have the foliage leaves or scaly leaves on the nodes and with the axillary buds. Axillary buds also present. Absence of root cap, very very important, because root cap. Can you tell the another name of root cap and what is the function of root cap? Anybody, do you know? If you don't know, so just tell no. If you know, so that means you can.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
yes, madam.
time up for our class, sir.
Okay, okay. So,
Children need to go for other class.
okay. So, students, what is the function of root cap? Root cap, also known as the calyptra, and it generally protects uh, during the movement of root inside the in deep soil. Clear? So that time root cap protects. It secreted the mucilage substances which protect to this root can penetrate inside the deep soil. Clear? So this is the function of root cap. Root cap also known as the calyptra. Clear? Okay, so thank you everyone, and I'm going to leave, and we will meet tomorrow again, but little bit improve. Okay.
Yes, sir.